from the beautiful bridal gown to the traditional carriage ride, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's wedding was certainly one for the books. Even though there were so many incredible moments on that special day, one in particular stood out among the rest. For those of you asking yourselves, why were guests laughing at the royal wedding? We finally know the answer, and it'll melt your heart. Janina Gavinker, a close friend of Markle's who attended the royal wedding on May 19, dished to Entertainment Tonight on May 27 about why giggles erupted during the usually solemn wedding ceremony. And no, it wasn't because of some mistake or other awkwardness. According to Gavinker, the reason why laughter rang across the chapel was because guests could hear the people outside cheering for the newlyweds. Gavinker said, "One thing that made many of us giggle was that we could hear the wonderful people outside. And the vows were happening, they would cheer, and we could hear them. It was a very quiet chapel. We all followed the Queen's lead. But we could hear everyone cheer, and it was so heartwarming. Really, it filled our hearts." To be honest, the royal wedding guests could probably hear me cheering from my couch in the United States. I'm pretty sure every single person on earth was beyond excited for those two lovebirds. Oohs and ahs are sure to be expected for such an extravagant affair, but laughter isn't necessarily common. However, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry have never been the average royal couple. Not only did Markle initially break from royal family tradition by being married once before, but the couple is still proving to be one of a kind even after saying "I do" on May 25, 6 days after the royal wedding. Kensington Palace unveiled Markle's coat of arms as the Duchess of Sussex. Traditionally, the bride's coat of arms is presented to the bride's father before the wedding, but in this case the palace presented Markle herself with a special honor. The coat of arms is meant to identify an individual through its visuals, and according to Kensington's Palace website, Markle's coat of arms was thoroughly thought through to perfectly represent the royal bride. The palace explained, the blue background of the shield represents the Pacific Ocean off the California coast, while the two golden rays across the shield are symbolic of the sunshine of the Duchess's home state. The three quills represent communication and the power of words. Beneath the shield on the grass sits a collection of golden poppies, California's state flower, and wintersweet, which grows at Kensington Palace. It is customary for supporters of the shield to be assigned to members of the royal family, and for wives of members of the royal family to have one of their husband's supporters and one relating to themselves. The supporter relating to the Duchess of Sussex is a songbird with wings elevated as if flying and an open beak, which with the quill represents the power of communication. Talk about hitting the nail on the head. Not only is Markle extremely proud of her California roots, but her work in women's activism is definite proof that she's intelligent and communicative. Markle may have stole the spotlight during her and Prince Harry's engagement and wedding, but she isn't the only one taking royal tradition into her own hands. On May 3, Metro reported that Prince Harry will wear a wedding ring, and that's a pretty big deal. How, might you ask? Well, it's tradition that men in the royal family not wear a ring after exchanging vows, and Prince William himself followed this after marrying Kate Middleton in 2011. Another day, another example of how Meghan Markle and Prince Harry are actual.